Hello! Welcome back to Steve's Retirement Corner. Cowbell Tuesday. I don't know what it is, man. I forgot to look up the date. April 7th, maybe? Retirement brain. It's the 2026. It's the best video of the month, Doc. You get to welcome and congratulate people who've retired in the past month. It's a hard decision to make, but you know, leaving a perfectly good job, pays decent money, got benefits, you know. I mean, it's not exactly the best financial decision you can make. So it's hard. But we get to welcome them to the club and congratulate them and wish them all the luck in the world, man. And get to hope for them to have a long, healthy, happy retirement, you know. I don't know, man, but I enjoy it. And I always like to try to do this in the first of the month. I like for it to be my first video of the month. Kind of cuts down on the spammers. If they see you only put one out, it only gets a couple of visitors or views. But it's been it was a long lead up to this one. We had 3 or 4 days last week. It was in April too. So, but we got a handful of them this week. A couple of them I'm not too well. Yeah, a couple of them I didn't get much information on, and one of them I'm not sure of. I've had it for a long time, so this was the last time I remember getting in contact with them. So, and I had quite a few emails through the month asking to be admitted. So I'm going to have to go through them, and we'll ring the doorbell or the cowbell, and we'll go with it from there. But y'all be sure and welcome them to the club, man, and congratulate them, and tell them it's gonna be okay, man. Let's see here. The first one is Retirement by Design. They've been hanging around on the corner for a while, and I got this off a comment or an email. It had to be a comment a long time ago. I don't know if they actually did retire or not, because I've had it down there. They're the first one on the paper. Oh, and that's where I get my comments from, or my list from, just from comments, or somebody that sent me an email telling me that they retired, you know, last of February to March or whatever it was. But Retirement by Design retired in March of 26. And then we got Jay Vohas. I'm guessing V-O-A-S, Vohas. He retired on the 27th of March after 45 years in the Navy and the auto industry. He said he was looking forward to it, and that's a good outlook to have. It's not as scary once you're in it as it is before you get into it. It's about like any daggone thing else, to be honest with you. It gets easier as you get into it. You learn more, and you I don't know, man. For me, anyways, it's gotten a lot easier now than it was 3 or 4 years ago when I first went out. And then Scott Tablet, I got an email from him. He retired on 2/20 of 26. He's a legacy. I got 2 legacies here. It's somebody I've missed or I've screwed up and left them out, or email didn't hit me till late, something like that. That's what I call a legacy. Somebody I missed from the last month. That happens a little bit more than you think it does. See here, he had 30.5 years as an operations manager, and he wrote down, "Goodbye stress." He said, "I can feel it leaving him already." And that's the truth. That's the way it happened to me, man. Driving home that last day, I could feel it. It just felt like I could finally breathe, you know? It's weird. JJ. That's all I got for channel name. JJ. He's another legacy. He said that he actually retired twice. He retired on 2/25 of 26. It's another one that I had missed, or either got a late email. A lot of times I get an email towards the end of the month, and I got time to include them. Is what happens. He said he retired once from a factory and once from driving a trash truck. And he asked for a double cowbell ring. They only get double cowbell rings for husband and wife to retire together. I'm working on my arm. I got a few more years to ring his bell. Then I got Joe Caldwell. He retired on 3/27 of 26. Okay, now I got two special ones I want to give out here. Well, this is from Lulu. They're a long-time viewer, and they had a friend of theirs retired on 3/13 of 26, March 13th of 26, after 34 years. And they asked if I would include them on here. And I said, sure. They meet the requirements. Newly retired. Don't care how I get the name. Karen Schellenberger. Like I said, it was a friend of Lou Lucy, and which is a long-time viewer on the channel here. And Karen retired on 3/13 of 2026 after 34 years. And then I got one I found on here. It's a channel I'll watch on here called the Dad Bod Veteran. I think he started out on TikTok or something. I mean, he's got, I don't know how many thousands of viewers, but he just puts out little short videos, and he does long videos too. But I was watching one of them where he said he had finally retired, so I wanted to give a shout out to him and give him a bell ringing, because he's brought me a lot of joy over the years watching him on there. Let's see if I can't put one of his videos or something on one of these corners up here, maybe down on the bottom or something. He just does a lot of comedy stuff. But he retired on the last of March, or the 1st of April. He was 9 years in the Navy, and he was 20 years in the corporate world. He worked for Mercedes. I first started watching him. He was out of Charleston, South Carolina, and I think he's out of Charleston area in South Carolina. And I think he's moved up to the Northwest now, Oregon or Washington or somewhere. Oh, 135,000 subs is what he's got. And then I got another special little thing I want to talk about right before I get off of here. It was a denial I had to do, and I felt bad about it. But anyways, I'm going to ring the bell. We'll have us a glass of tea, congratulate everybody, make it official, and we'll get on out of here. Y'all can get it if you want to. But I got a little something I do want to say special to somebody. Whoo! I don't know how many more years I can do that. Might have to get me one that's battery powered. Congratulations, everybody, man. I really do. I always say this at the end of all my cowboy videos, and it's honest truth. I really do wish you a long, healthy, and happy one, and I hope it's just as good or better than you ever thought it could be. I really do. Be patient. Be ready to adjust, and just enjoy life your way on your time frame from now on out. I'm telling you, man, once you get into it and get the swing of things, find your rhythm in life, you're going to be so glad you did, man. And you just can't hardly beat it. I ain't going to lie to you. You just can't. But congratulations, everybody. Now, this is, it's not the first denial I had to give to the famous Cowbell Club. But, I felt bad about this, and I never replied on an email. I didn't feel right sending an email. I kind of wanted to do it in person on the computer or video here. But a fellow named George Waycaser, he retired on February 28th of 2010. He's what I call a professional retiree. You know, somebody's been through the battles, you know, 10, 15 years, seen market up and downs, inflation. You know, boredom. Maybe he's lost some family members, or family members have moved away, and I mean, he knows what the heck he's doing. He's been doing it a long time. But he said that 1 decade in, and thinks 1.6 bell ringings is appropriate. He said 16 years and still learning. And that's the truth. That's the way it is. You learn something every daggone day. But he humbly requested to be inducted by the inclusion in the Cowbell Tuesday. I wanted to include him on here, not as a bell ringing, so to speak, but as just you know, you get a professional retiree like that, somebody that's been in the battles for a long time. You just cannot beat the experience somebody like that has. If you have any questions at all, that's the people you should be talking to about it. And they don't mind telling you, Doc, you know. And it's like he said in there, you know, he's 16 years in, over a decade and a half, and he's still learning. You know, nobody has it figured out. I don't care what they think they say they do or whatever. Life is constantly changing. You constantly have to adjust. And you just, you know, and you really do just feel your way through it, you know. And it helps to have something to go off of, a schedule, an idea what you're looking to do, stuff like that. It gives you some kind of a direction to head in, but you can adjust off of it. It makes it so much easier on you. But I'm sorry I wasn't able to include you on the bell ringing, George, but it meant so much to me that you sent that comment. I really wanted to tell you in person. I really do appreciate you watching, boss, but you know, the bell ringings are really for the newly retired from the last month's what they're for. But it meant so much to me that you took a minute to want to be included in this little racket I do once a month. But your knowledge is very valued to me, boss, so I appreciate it. But anyways, man, y'all take care of yourselves, man. Y'all congratulate everybody. Y'all have a glass of tea to them tonight and think about them. Wish them well, and y'all take care of yourselves, man, and we'll talk to y'all later.